two, one. Okay, we are live. All right. Let me see. It is a couple minutes before, well, it's actually 1 minute before 8 p.m. here on the West Coast. And welcome to our Friday night deep dive. This is Omar, and I've got Peter over in Valley Village, California. Peter, how's the weather over there?
It's raining, it's beautiful, and it's also beautiful and it's raining.
The rain is nice. It is nice. It's a little bit nostalgic, right? And let's wait a couple minutes for people to hop on. I sent this out to a few of our new Kangen family members, and we are uploading this to YouTube, so we'll be able to share the replay. So, Peter, first things first, how are you doing?
Thank you so much for asking. I've been a little bit overwhelmed.
Okay.
Um, so I'm trying to decompress and get pace myself, get my footing and organize and prioritize and start chipping away at it again, little by little.
Awesome, brother. Well, you know what? Sometimes we just got to stop for a little bit and take a breath, you know?
Yeah.
And I was actually today, I was at a wedding where my brother got married today, and I had a quite a busy day, but it was nice there to see people, and of course my brother is also involved with the Kangen Water. He's excited about it. Him and his wife drink the water, and he's been sharing it with people too. So, you know, this is something that a lot of people are benefiting from, and the purpose of us getting together tonight for a few minutes is just to have a platform for people to come and ask questions and learn more about Kangen Water and what are some of the benefits. Now, Peter, you're one of the pioneers in this space. You've been with the Magic for what is it now, 15 plus years,
I think it's about 16.
16 years. Now, I'm not exactly sure prior to Kangen if you were even drinking alkaline water. Did you have any knowledge of? I know you've been into health and nutrition for like 30 years. But prior to Kangen water, what was it? Just what did you even think about what kind of water you were drinking, or did it even matter?
I didn't think about it, and it didn't matter. I didn't think about it. I did not think about it. No, no. And I didn't prior to Kangen Water, I was not knowledgeable at all. 16 years ago, I was not knowledgeable about alkaline water. And when I saw the technology, being in health and wellness, when I saw the technology, um, this was when Kangen water really first came to the United States from Japan. And when I saw the technology, immediately, instantaneously, I knew this was like a very important device, and I knew it was a big deal. I knew it was a big deal, and immediately I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like a mandatory purchase, mandatory. And from there, if you look at the video in Magic around the world, like all of the offices around the world, and it shows each office opening and what year they opened. Um, we were right at the beginning when Kangen Water first came to the United States, and then from there they opened all over the world, offices like all over the world, and to just to see the progression is like just amazing. So it's important to be able to see to be able to recognize emerging developments and to recognize something that is very very important and take action, especially when it has um, something to do with your health and such a profound impact on the health of yourself and your family members and your friends. Like every single person needs this device in every single home all over the world.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I admire about you, Peter. I mean, I've known you for what, like 25 years plus, and
No, yeah, plus, yeah,
plus, yeah, like
29.
29 years. I can't believe it. And you've never been the type of person who's been focused on money or profit. You're always about people first and truly having that desire to help others get their health back on track. I've seen you let people into your home. I've seen you care for them. I've seen you, basically give them the shirt off your back. No pun intended.
Literally.
And literally, yeah. And I admire that. And I know Enagic is a big business. I know that there's a lot of people in Kangen Water that maybe have a little different mindset or a different focus than you do, and they're very successful and they're very, they are passionate, but their passion is a little different than yours. And so, I guess the purpose of me inviting you on as one of the guys who I respect and admire is, what would you say the biggest contribution has been to of Kangen Water to the health community?
So I would like to share something personal about the company, Kangen Water. Um, Here's the thing that's kind of like important to understand. From a business point of view, we can talk all day long about the product and the details and the aspects of the product, which is incredibly profound. But from a business point of view, um, something that's really important is in life. In life, you are going to get. There's going to be rainy days in life. You're gonna go through turbulence. You're gonna go through you will go through challenges. You will go through turbulence. You'll get knocked down. And usually most people, when they get knocked down, they can get right back up on that horse. Okay, let's go. Let's ride again, like immediately. Let's go. Let's handle it. But sometimes in life, you're faced with just devastating situations, and that happened to me a little over 6 years ago. I lost my dear wife, Miss Linda. Um, she's at home in heaven with our Lord. Um, that was devastating to me. Linda and I, we did the business together, um, all the time, like every day, and losing my best friend. Um, I did not know how to process that, and I just couldn't. It was bad. I just couldn't function. Um, for almost 3 years, I couldn't even think about Kangen water. I did nothing for 3 years. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even go to the market because we would go to my Linda and I would go to the market together, and it was just like just devastating. Um, with Kangen water, with the business, even though I haven't done anything for 3 years because I was like in shock, Kangen water, they were still there for me. The the company was still there for me, and because of the rank that I was at, I kept getting paid like every month, and not only getting paid, I also realized a rank advancement as well. Just not even engaged with the company, with the business. Now I'm starting to get a little bit more traction, a little bit more wind between beneath my wings. Starting to learn how to live life again. It's really difficult, really tough. But a a business from a business sense, the company Enagic, just amazing, solid through and through to be able to be there. And anybody in the Kangen Water opportunity, they are able to connect and continue to come back and reconnect with the company, even if they've been um, MIA or absent for a period of time. Kangen Water will always be there for you, and where you left off, and you never derank. You whatever level that you're able to realize and achieve, it's always there waiting for you. So that's something that I think is important for me to be able to share, and I really you know, Kangen Water was so much. Linda just loved Kangen Water so much, like just
Oh, I remember, dude. Your wife was so passionate. I remember that you guys live right there by your house. There's a yogurt shop, and she would literally go into that yogurt shop and get some yogurt, and she'd see people in line and tell them about the water, and literally take them by the hand. I'm not exaggerating, and say, "Come with me. I have a water store next door. I want you to come try the most amazing water you've ever had in your life." And she would literally take them by the hand out of the yogurt shop over to her store, do a 5 minute demo for them, and she would literally get people, just floods of people, to come to her Kangen Water store, and she built an empire, literally, of just passionate, health-driven people that wanted to change their lives and wanted to improve the world and make a difference. And so, I understand it's hard to lose someone like that, but to know that you're still carrying the torch, bro, and yeah, I respect and admire you as you're my best friend, you're my mentor, and to know that you are always about people. It's important for those who are watching this for the first time to know that Enagic is not just a business. And I do want to. There's a couple of things that I want to share with especially the new people that are maybe just starting.
Omar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I share something really quick about Linda?
Yes. Yes. Please.
This is what she was about. At Linda's memorial service that we had at our church, this girl came up to me, and I apologize. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name at all. She came up to me after the service, and she said, "Peter, listen, um, I know that you don't know me, but my name is so and so. And when I heard about what happened with Linda, I had to fly in from wherever she was, New York or whatever. I had to fly in, and I had to come because she says I was at an event, a Kangen Water event, company event, wherever it was in Orlando or Vegas, wherever it was, and I met your wife Linda in the bathroom, and I had a conversation. I met stranger, total stranger. I met her in the bathroom, and she was part of an AGIC. She was part of she was a Kangen Water member. It was at an event, and she says, I met your wife in the bathroom, and we had like maybe a 5 minute conversation, maybe 5 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minute conversation, and in that 5 or 10 minute conversation, Linda is the reason why I am with an adjunct today and as successful as I am because of how she encouraged me, how she gave me encouragement in that 5 minute conversation in the bathroom. Just and that's what Linda was like with everybody. When you met Linda for the first time within 5 minutes, she was your best friend, and she gave you so much life and so much encouragement. And so she flew in from wherever she was to attend her memorial. She's like, I just had to come, and I just had to be here, and I'm sharing with you like how I met your wife in a bathroom, and I'm here because of her. And she's not in the same, she was not in the same on the same team, she's not on our team, she's on some other team, crossline. But it doesn't matter who it was. Like as the Enagic family, we need to be able to take time and help whoever we can. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. No, she was amazing, bro. She was an amazing woman, and you're an amazing man. And yeah, just to know you've been part of this company for over 15, 16 years and seeing the growth. There's a lot of talk lately about Enagic or Kangen Water being overpriced and being not as good as other machines, et cetera, et cetera. Here's my thing. What I always tell people: you may go on the internet and you may start looking for water systems. You may start looking for water ionizers. But what I love about Enagic is they have a global footprint. What that means is that you actually can go to one of their offices and touch the building and talk to the employees and meet the managers and see the founder and know that this is not some rinky dink little warehouse in New Jersey that's importing machines out of South Korea, and no disrespect, I'm just saying this is a company that's based in Japan. It's been around since 1974 and is now in actually over 29 countries because they recently opened up a few others. I know Africa is one of the new places they opened up. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is nothing to to even begin to compare with these other quote unquote competitors. Because when someone comes to me and tries to sell me a product, the first thing I ask is what's the name of the company? How long have they been around? Who is the owner? Where is their factory? Where is their service centers? Where can I get support if something happens? You know, give me the phone numbers, give me the addresses. Like I look at it because I consider myself a savvy consumer. And so what I tell people, if you want to cut corners and you want to try to save a few bucks here and there, you'll realize that eventually you took the long road when initially in Agic, that's the place you should have been in the first place. And I'm telling you this because I know people that have gotten different routes and they find out that it's not as green as they thought. They always think the grass is greener on the other side. So the main thing about an Agic, it's got the gold standard, of course, the K8, which is the
Can I
newest.
can I? I'm sorry for interjecting. Can I share something really quick?
Oh yeah.
Okay, when I first looked at this, when I first looked at the Kangen Water machine 16 years ago, and I learned that the product came from Japan, there's not you can't really go anywhere else. It's from Japan. That's a no-brainer. Okay, yeah, I need to get the product. That was 16 years ago. I have the same machine. I use the same machine that I've had for 16 years with
That's insane. That's
zero.
insane.
But we give water out like all lineups or not every day giving water out. And here's the thing: there's many people that drink the water. They drink the Kangen water, and they realize amazing results, amazing benefits, amazing. And from there, they're like, "Oh, let me do an internet search and find something cheaper." And they find something cheaper, and they buy something cheaper. And so what happens is many times they get the device, they hook it up, and they drink the water, and they drink a little bit more, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is not the same. I'm not getting the results and the benefits like
No,
I
I,
thought."
I've seen people come out of your house with those 5 gallon drums. And by the way, you don't have the K8. You're talking your machine. You're talking 16 years ago.
Yeah,
You've got the one that came out before this
I actually have the K8 in my master bathroom. I don't have it in
in your kitchen.
I have it in the master bathroom. But people in not realizing the results, um, they they pack up that other competition product and they ship it back. They ship it back to that other company right away, and then they purchase their Kangen water machine. Yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
at my place, I still use the same Kangen water SD501. I have the K8, but it's in my master bathroom. Maybe I should put it in my kitchen. I don't know. You know what? I don't have it in my kitchen because I'm I don't know if I will. I haven't been doing. I'm just trying to get back into the well. No
I,
pun
I
intended. I'm trying to get back into the flow.
well, I was looking at a picture of you and your beautiful wife, your late wife, man, and it just took me back to her passion, and you still have that. I mean, you have it in many different ways, of course, because your background is health and nutrition. But I know you integrate Kangen water. Man, you look so young in this picture too. You look like a kid. I'm looking at you right now. You look like, yeah, it's a really nice photo of both you and her.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just nice to see. It's kind of grainy. You can see that. You got that little that little boyish look. You still kind of got it. You still kind of got that. But yeah, you definitely carrying the torch, bro, and I love that, man. I love that about you. So let me do this because I'm gonna take advantage of the fact you're here. Let me just get right to I want to talk about the power of the water. Okay, I know we get hung up on alkaline, and you're the expert in health, and you know your stuff. But what I've been told, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that it's really not the alkaline aspect of the water that makes it so unique. So can you talk a little bit about the components of the water, and in your opinion, I mean, I don't want you to say what I want you to say. I want you to say what you want to say of the different properties of Kangen water. What, in your opinion, is the most powerful component of Kangen water, and the reason why everyone needs to have one of these machines?
Yes, it's the active hydrogen, hands down. The hydrogen, that's that's the that's the real benefit that the body needs. The active hydrogen is the most it's the strongest antioxidant that really helps the body repair and eliminate toxins. Um, now the so a lot of people they're excited to drink the 9.5 water. Um, but the 9.5, I see that in some cases the 9.5 is just too strong for people that they're a little bit more sensitive in their digestive system. Now, the ST501 has 7 large titanium platinum coated plates. The K8 has eight large um, titanium platinum coated titanium plates. Now, so it's the length of time that the water travels across the plates that will give the charge of the active hydrogen. So the stronger the charge of the active hydrogen when people are consuming the water, then uh, then that active hydrogen will do its job in the body a lot further. Now, what happens with our competitor machines? The way that they um, make the water with the active hydrogen, they make the active hydrogen. It's kind of like a false read, sort of. They the way that they make the active hydrogen is like a spike. It doesn't travel. They supercharge it. They supercharge it with a short period of time. But that active hydrogen charge, it it doesn't last. So it's the old axiom. Whatever's charged fast will decline fast, but if it charges over a longer surface or a longer period of time, so the water going across a greater area, 8 large titanium platinum coated plates, so the charge of the active hydrogen, it's it's going to retain its properties a lot longer and do the job that it needs to do in the body, a greater amount of time. So the person will be um, realizing much greater benefits.
By the
So
way, so you mentioned the 8 titanium plates, and probably the most frequent question I get asked, because people go on our website and they look at the drop down menu, they look at the different machines, and they say, hey, what's the difference between the 4 plate version and the 7 plate version and the 8 plate version? And then they even talk about the super, the commercial, the 12 plate version because they think, hey, it's 12, it must be better. So just so you can explain to the new person, why more plates in your opinion? I mean, what does it really make that big of a difference if you go from, let's say, a level up junior 4 with 4 plates to a Kangen 8 with 8 plates? Is it really that big of a deal?
Well, it does. It does in the active hydrogen, in the active hydrogen properties. So there's three different properties of the water. There's the alkalinity, there's the microclustering, and there's the active hydrogen. So if somebody is just looking for the alkalinity is fine with any device, even any other, even a competitor machine. It doesn't, it's not that much of a significant factor in terms of the alkalinity. You can put baking soda in water and that's going to provide alkaline water. So the alkalinity is important, but it's the active hydrogen that is the real property that gives the significant benefits of strengthening your health and
How long how long will the Kangen machine, once the water comes out of it, how long will it hold that charge?
so it generally the active hydrogen generally lasts about maybe 48 hours or so, give or take. So people say like between 24 to 72 hours, but so I would say like maybe 48 hours, give or take. It depends on, it depends on the flow. It depends on the flow of the water. So there's a kind of like a sweet spot in terms of the flow when you're running, when you're running the water. So some people, they want to try to maybe run the water like a little slower, so that the time that the water goes over the plates is stretched out in duration. But you don't want to run the water too slow, because if you run the water too slow, then the water, it doesn't have enough force to actually travel through the 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 filter that's inside to be able to go through the filtering of the water before it hits the plate. So you
Right,
want to make
right. And the machine will actually, when you run it too slow, it'll actually say, it has a little alert that
yeah.
says increase flow. It'll tell you increase flow if you run it too slow.
Um, it will say that with when you're making the 2.5, but I don't know. I don't think it says that with running the 9.5, does it?
It's happened to me, yeah, because
Yeah.
I have low water pressure in my house sometimes. Like if someone's taking a shower, or there's too much water in the house
Okay.
that's going through. So sometimes we get really low water pressure, and I like that because I actually like my water nice and strong, like you said. But if it's too slow, the machine will tell me, increase flow. Now my wife, she doesn't like the taste of the water when it's run too slow. Is there a reason that the water tastes a little different when you run it too slow?
Yeah, when you run it too slow, it's gonna have a little bit of a fishy taste, especially when the machine is new. So, like within the first 3 4 months of having the machine, the plates are fresh, and if you run the water too slow, it picks up it picks up really strong mineral content, and very very strong active hydrogen as well, and so you have like a little bit of a fishy taste. So
Honestly, I don't care about the taste. As long as it's good for me, that's all I want. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. If your taste is your thing, how do you remedy that?
yeah, very easy. Just run it the water a little bit faster. The flow, just run the flow a little faster.
Okay, okay, awesome. See, that's good to know because see, no one ever taught us those things.
Right.
Now on the website, when you go to the shop, it shows these different products. Of course, like the other machine we talked about, the 4 plate, that's the Level Up Junior. the Ines Spa, which I know you own that.
Hey,
Um,
Omar, you know what? Sorry for interjecting.
yeah.
You know what I like about this exchange right now?
Huh.
All of these questions that you're asking me, they're just off the cuff. Like I don't know what you're
Right.
going to ask me. It's right. It's really cool. I like it.
No, no, it's good because I'm putting myself, and I know we got
Yeah,
people viewing and they're going to ask questions too, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of coming brand new. I
yeah,
don't know anything. I'm watching this, maybe I'm watching it live or a replay, whatever, and I want to know, like, what are all these things on your website? I had a lady call me. She said, "Hey, what's that ukoni thing?" I'm like, "No, it's called ukon, and it's a Japanese word for turmeric." And they said, "Oh, wow, okay." So I know you actually are a promoter of all of the products that Enagic has.
yeah.
I know you have an Anespa in your bathtub because I came over to your house to use your restroom one time and I saw it laying in your tub.
Two bathrooms, two in spas.
Yeah, can you tell us quickly why is that just a chlorine filter or does it is there something else that it does?
So just like the Kangen water machine, anybody that has a Kangen water machine, first of all, they're going to say thank you. This is the best thing that I've ever purchased in my life. If I hear it over and over again, if my house burns down, the first thing that I'm going to buy is a Kangen water machine. People cannot be without their Kangen water machine. Um, the Anna Spa, same thing. It's so incredible, and people. Here's the thing: they call it the Anespa, and you can take a shower. You can take a shower with it. But what I do is I soak in the tub, and I think it's very important for people to take time for themselves. Soak in the tub a good 30-45 minutes. Soak in the nice hot ionic mineral bath. So instead of going to the desert hot springs, you're bringing the desert hot springs to you, soaking in the nice hot ionic mineral bath. So when you're soaking in the nice hot ionic mineral bath, it draws out toxins and mineralizes your body. When you're soaking for like 30-45 minutes, and I like to soak with hot water, as hot as I can stand it, and I take the shower unit and I put it on jet spray and I jet spray my entire body. So you're addressing your lymphatic system. I jet spray my teeth. I jet spray the back of my neck, my head, everything. Circulation institutes healing, but it draws out toxicity, mineralizes your body. Um, Hold on, there's something else I wanted to say as well.
Can you use this for, let's say, I know some people like to put like Epsom salt or different types of things in their tub. Can you do that as well, or do you just strictly use the water to do for that detox?
No, you can add Epsom salt. Absolutely, absolutely, you can absolutely add Epsom salt. Hold on, another thing I wanted to address. There's a gentleman that came to see me. Gentleman that came to see me, African American gentleman. He was like 75, and I see a lot of people. I forget his name, but I see a lot of people with their health challenges. But this particular gentleman was very strong, like stronger than most people his age. And so when I see something like that, I ask him, I'm like, what you are very healthy and very, very strong. What do you do? Like, what is it? What is your secret? And he's like, baths. I love baths. He says, I take an average of 2 baths a day. I love baths. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Of course, soaking in the tub, drawing out toxicity and mineralizing the body. Well, I asked him that. He was sitting across from me and he was doing the paperwork for an ST501, a Kangen water machine. And he told me that baths, he says, I love baths. I take like 2 baths a day. I'm like, oh, well, do you want some fries to go with that shake? Like, I mean, wait a minute. We have a nice hot ionic mineral bath. It's called the Anaspa. He's like, what are you kidding? I want one of those too. So we ordered one of those, and then we got the device, and I went over to his house. He lived in Toluca Lake, and I installed it in his bathroom, and he just absolutely loved it. But here's the thing: the NSPA, the nice hot ionic mineral bath. Once you have it, you can't be without it. But use it properly. I mean, taking a
Well,
shower is
well,
great.
well. Hold on. I have to confess something to you. When I was living at the time, we were renting a house in West Hills, California, and I remember my wife giving a tub bath to my three daughters. We have three daughters. They were all little. I think Gianna was maybe 6. My other daughter was 4. My other daughter was 2. They were all three in the tub. They had the door closed. I came home from work, and I said, "Hey, where's everyone?" And my wife said, "I'm in the bathroom." And I said, "Oh," and I opened the door. The bathroom was in our bedroom. We had a large master bedroom. I opened the door to where they were, and literally, Peter, I kid you not, as I opened the door, a wall of chlorine smacked me in the face.
Oh
I was almost like I was nauseous. I was
yeah,
nauseous,
yeah.
and I told my wife. I got upset. I said, "Open this door." I said, "Open this door. Don't let the girls breathe all," because I know how bad chlorine is.
But
And
it's
now,
being absorbed in their skin immediately.
yeah, you know what? And it just, I was so angry at myself, number one, because I should know better.
Yeah.
And so immediately we ordered our Nespa, and yeah, chlorine is so devastating to the body. But anyhow, now having that in your home, taking a bath or even showering in it, it's so beneficial for the body, and I think everyone should own the Nespa. And one last thing, Peter, since we have limited time tonight, I know we could talk all night, but I did
All
want to
night.
ask.
One more. Hold on. We can talk like all month.
Well, I'm glad that we're going to be doing this twice a month, and I appreciate you're willing to give us your time. We've been on for a little over half an hour tonight, but I did want to ask you the last thing. I know you take the turmeric. I recently had oral surgery. I had to have an emergency tooth extracted because it was I had some issues with my mouth. Anyhow, I had a lot of swelling. I came over to Peter's house. He gave me 10 capsules of the turmeric, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory. Can you? And I want people to know this because it's we're not just about water. I mean, the company you think we're Magic is about water. No, we're about wellness. And yes, the water is the key component. Yes, absolutely. But I noticed, Peter, you take the turmeric. I have the subscription also. I take it. Why is this such an important supplement to your overall health regimen?
I always tell everybody, health is a routine. It's a routine, and we always have to look for what to do with our health and adopt habits and routines that are very important, whether it's diet, exercise, grounding, sunlight, just variety, taking breaks. The Ukon, very, very important. Turmeric, just it's very simple. Just look up, just do a search on Google for turmeric, what it does. It's very simple. Anti-aging, circulation institutes healing. It's imperative for the brain. Um,
But why? What makes our turmeric so special? Because I know Costco sells turmeric supplements. GNC has turmeric. I mean, so many people have turmeric. Why does the Ukon? What's so different about the Ukon specifically?
so um, so it has a tremendous lack of impurities. So you're not going to get the GMOs. You're not going to get the pesticides, the Roundup, the weed killer, none of that stuff. The weed killer, the Roundup, the pesticides that causes incredible havoc in the body. It's the turmeric is it's all soaked and washed and rinsed with Kangen water. So it's going to be the purest turmeric to that you're taking in your body anywhere on the planet. There's nothing more pure than the turmeric with the Ukon, and such an important part of um, of your health and having that habit of health is a habit. Very
I,
important.
I take it every day. I take it for inflammation. I take it because I run. I'm a runner, and I just turned 50 years old. So I try to keep my joints healthy. I try to keep my body pain free, and I noticed that the turmeric helps a lot with stiffness, with just repair after a long run. Recovery. It has been a big help for me. So the water, the turmeric, all of those things. It's a big part of our routine. But you're right. Health is a routine, Peter, and that's why we. Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh, but by the way, can you read to us the back of the box? Because I noticed that they purposely put a certain combination of ingredients to help it more be more bioavailable and assimilate faster into the body. Can you just share with us some of those ingredients? Because I've never seen a combination like that ever from any turmeric supplement.
Yeah, so we have turmeric root oil, olive fruit oil, perilla seed oil, flaxseed oil, evening primrose seed. Other ingredients is hydro. Okay, this I'm no, I'm not even gonna try. After that is starch, glycerin, sorbitol, citric acid. Yeah.
So someone told me that it has a binding agent. I don't know if it's black pepper or it's something that apparently allows the turmeric to actually get into the cells much faster than because turmeric is just not something that is easily absorbed by the body for some reason. So there's a certain combination, and that's why it doesn't. Like for me, I take it on an empty stomach, and it never bothers me. I have no issues with swallowing the pill, and no uneasiness. So I know that the formulation has been very key to the success of the Ukon. Let me do this because, yeah, there it is. The little.
I actually
How many do you take a day?
I take a whole panel, 10 at a time.
And do you take it on an empty stomach, or does it matter?
I like it on an empty stomach.
Okay, so in the morning.
Anytime during the day, it doesn't matter.
Okay. No, oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. I totally forgot we had this. So yeah, it's anti-inflammatory, antibiotic. Yeah, wow. Everything you said. Purifies the blood. Lowers cholesterol. I didn't know that.
Yeah, more than that as well, though. It does so much. Just do a Google search with turmeric and Parkinson's. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing for your brain.
And what does it mean by weight management? How does that help with the weight management?
So okay, so that's actually a good question. That's actually a good question. So hold on. Okay, so
How many did you just take?
10, one shot.
Right now in one
Yeah,
hand? You put them all in one
yeah,
hand?
yeah.
What? Oh man.
Down,
With
10,
nine
one
point
shot.
with Kangen water, obviously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um, yeah, of course. Okay, so okay, so this is kind of important. So the turmeric, the Ukon is okay right there, right in the middle. Improves digestion. That's the key right there. The key is improving digestion. So the the weight the weight loss. Where does it say weight loss there? Helps.
The second to the last.
Yeah, aids in weight management. Yes, exactly. Aids in weight management. It aids in weight management because it improves digestion. It improves digestion because when you're taking the Ukon on an empty stomach, it moves along the bile. It addresses the cholesterol right there, lowers cholesterol right there as well. So it all works together. The cholesterol, digestion. So when you're lowering the cholesterol, it also aids in moving along the bile from the gallbladder. So it's important for people not to have stagnation in the gallbladder, like gallbladder blockages, gallbladder sludge, gallbladder stones. So when you're able to See, here's the thing: it lowers cholesterol. Too much cholesterol gives you gallbladder blockages. What gives you too much cholesterol is eating too many eggs or too much red meat. So if you do a search on gallbladder disease, you'll see gallbladder disease, and then you'll see eggs. Eggs are one of uh, the number one the
I,
number
I
one
thought
cause of
eggs
gallbladder.
were healthy.
Eggs are very healthy. Eggs are eggs are very healthy in moderation. In moderation, eggs are very, very healthy, mandatory. Eggs are very important. Cholesterol is very important. Cholesterol is very important for the brain. Too much cholesterol, too many eggs will give you too much cholesterol. Too much cholesterol will give you gallbladder blockages. When you have gallbladder blockages, you're not able to deliver bile to the digestion to your digestive system to assist in the digestion process, and your foods will not get processed properly, and you'll start to have bloating, inflammation in your digestive system, and your liver will become congested. It's not going to be able to do the job that it needs to do to process filter to filter the blood and to assimilate the nutrition, the synthesize the minerals. So you'll have stagnant digestion and you'll have weight gain. So it's digestion is key. Blood flow, digestion is key. Lowering the cholesterol is key. So it's the cholesterol that and the digestion, improving the digestion that to bring about proper bile flow. When you have blockages with bile flow, everything's going to be backed up. So it just keeps everything running properly. But here's the thing: with with Kangen Water and the Anespa and the Ukon, very, very, very key components of health. But let all of this be your springboard to start to dig and learn and ask questions about health, and just keep looking and searching for health to bring about the proper routines. There's a lot of information out there on the internet, and a lot of times people they don't understand, they don't know what to look for. But keep asking questions and go to people that you trust on the internet. There's really good resources out there. Dr. Axe, he's pretty good. Dr. Berg, he's
Wait,
pretty
who's
good.
Dr. Axe? Can you spell that?
Dr. Axe, AXE.
Dr.
Dr.
Axe.
Dr.
Okay.
Axe. Dr. Berg is pretty good. Dr.
B
Berg is really good.
B E.
Berg. Just go on Google on YouTube. Just do a search for Dr. Berg. He has really good information on whatever type of situation that yeah that you're intending that you're dealing with.
Yeah, and by the way, I know there's a lot of doctors that are now starting to hear about alkaline water. So if you're one of these people who talk to your doctor and the doctor says, "Oh, don't worry, it's not a big deal," just understand this: that most doctors, and I know this because my wife is a nurse, she's been in the medical field for over 15 years. Most doctors, I don't want to generalize, but in large part are not very well trained on health and nutrition. I think they're a very small percentage of their medical study has to do with health and nutrition. So when you want to know about health and nutrition, make sure you're dealing with somebody who specializes in that space, and that's why I go to someone like Peter, or like you said, like the Mercolas or the Dr. Bergs, or and by the way, not all of those guys are on board with alkaline. Well, now I
Right.
know Mercola recently switched. He used to say alkaline water was a scam or whatever, and now he's promoting an alkaline water system.
Yeah.
So they're slowly but surely people are starting to realize that this is the real deal, and I'm happy about that. We want people to be empowered with information that's going to help them. Okay, I've got about 10 minutes, Peter. I got to run through this just for the people that are interested in the business side of it. Now, I know not all of them are going to do it, but some people, when they sign up, decide to start sharing this with others, and they want to know about this referral plan. Can I ask you just in a ballpark, because I know it's impossible for you to tell me, but what percentage of your clients, which you have thousands all over the world that own a machine, a Kangen, what percentage of them are actually distributors, people that decided to start doing this business of all the people you have in your team?
I'm gonna guess. I think maybe 10%, maybe,
Wow, wow, wow.
maybe. And
That
that's maybe
that's
it's less.
amazing.
Maybe it's 8%. Maybe 8 to 10%. Maybe I may be off.
So
Yeah.
what you're telling me, what I'm interpreting from that, is that nearly everyone that comes to you and buys one of these is strictly interested in health. Is that what I'm hearing?
So when people hear about Kangen water, they immediately understand the benefits of Kangen water, but then they drink the Kangen water. We share the Kangen water with people, and then they realize results, and they're like, I have to buy one of these for my family. They buy it, and basically, for the most part, they're customers. But there are some people they want to they want to build their own customer base as well. And then we help them. We give them support and training and whatever they need to to help them with the details of how to develop their business with their clients and their customer base. Um,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's see, and for me, I think my numbers are probably because I mean, I've been in the business just as long as you. I mean, maybe a little less, but I would say mine. It's probably 20%. So, which is still relatively low, but yeah, 20% of those who come into our group decide to do the business. Now, it's not hard, in my opinion, to do that because, like anything else that helps you, you want to tell others about it. So, I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole comp plan, but what are your tips just to because I know sometimes it could be overwhelming trying to explain, how the points are distributed, and people want to know, how do I rank up to those higher levels? There's only 6 levels in the company, but what I guess my last question to you is, what would be
okay,
your number one tip on
let
those
me
who want to build?
okay, yeah. For those that want to build, okay, let me answer that. Okay, for those for those people um, that want to do this business casually, like part time, and um, part time, casual, something on the side. The compensation plan, don't try to think about the compensation plan. I mean, don't even bother with it because for the most part, most people are not going to understand it anyway. They're really not going to. Sometimes you have to you have to go through and look at the compensation plan like 25 times for it to sometimes for it to for it to start to sink in. Um, the compensation plan is really insignificant if you're going to be working this business on a casual basis part time. Don't worry about it. When you sell a machine, whoever introduced you to Kangen Water, they'll help you through the process of how do I do this, how do I do the paperwork. It's the process that is more important than the compensation plan. Don't worry about the compensation plan. The compensation plan will take care of itself. Don't focus on that. Focus on sharing the water. For those Okay, now for those people that are serious builders and they're like, hey, listen, I know there's a lot of money in this, and I want to start strong and I want to focus on this full time. Um, at that point, you can go through and watch a couple videos on the compensation plan. But um, when you start your business, somebody that is focused and strong and they want to do this like full time and they want to build strong, get together with the person that brought you into the company and strategize with them. Strategize with them. Go over you go over your strengths and your ability, your understanding, your resources. You may want to buy a machine, but you may want to buy three machines and have three contracts. One of the biggest mistakes that people have made is not starting with three contracts, like the Kangen Water machine, an ESPA, and the Ukon. That again, that is for people that want to build strong, not fast, not necessarily fast, but a strong foundation, and that's controlling the controlling your three contracts. You know, you owning your three contracts and building from there. So again, somebody that's casual, don't even worry about the compensation plan at all. Just share the water, and it will take care of itself. Yeah.
I like your approach because sometimes when people look at these ranks way up there, like the dash three, the dash four, the dash five, they get like kind of intimidated because they're like, man, that's too much money. Like how do I get there? But I like what you said. Don't worry about the comp plan.
At all,
Just
zero.
just
Don't try to figure it out at all. Nothing. Don't even look at it. You know, here's the thing. This is what will get you. Forget about the compensation plan, but when you share the water with somebody and they realize benefits, and they buy the machine, and um, thank you so much for making this water technology available to me. It's amazing. But then a week after that, a week or so after that, you get this check in the mail, and you're like, wow, this check that I got, wait a minute, hold on. If I was at my job, I would have to work like so many shifts to get a check like this. I didn't really do much, but I got this check. And when that starts coming in like again and again, and then somehow, because that person got a machine and they started building their own customer base, and you're getting like overrides on that, you're like, wow, all these checks, where are they coming from? So just enjoy the process. Again, if you're casual or part time, enjoy the process. Don't try to figure out the compensation plan. You can look at it as you go along. That's if you're casual and part time. Again, but if you're full time, focused, and you want to build strong, then get together with the person that introduced you to Kangen Water and strategize what is the best approach to start for you. Yeah.
awesome, Peter. Hey, I want to thank you so much for taking time out tonight. I know it's Friday and people are kind of winding down because of a long week, but I thought this was a great interview with you as one of the pioneers in Enagic, and a guy who honestly, because I see all the videos on TikTok, I see all the Instagram stuff, and there's a lot of young guys up and coming that are all about the business, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just always appreciated your honest, bare bones. Hey, this is what it is. You need one. This is for health, and I love that. I think people, when all the dust settles, okay, I think people will see through all the facade that's out there on the internet and say, okay, this guy's legit. And so obviously this is being recorded. It's going to be uploaded on YouTube. If somebody stumbles on this video, whether you happen to buy through myself or through Peter, doesn't really matter to us. I will tell you that,
Or
that
whoever.
or whoever,
Whoever.
it will be the best decision you've ever made for your health. I can say that unashamedly. and I know Peter, you can say that 10,000%. So as we close, we got about a minute left. We've been on for an hour. I can't believe it. I know we're going to do this again in 2 weeks, so we'll be doing this bi-monthly Q&A, and I think Friday night may be a good night. If not, we may switch it around. So just make sure you subscribe to this channel, and we will alert you when the next Kangen Water class. We call it the deep dive,
Yeah.
when our deep dive class is. But Peter, any closing words for the audience?
Just one step at a time. When you first get your Kangen water machine, the whole thing's going to be overwhelming. Don't worry about it. One step at a time. Just drink the water. Just enjoy the water. Just enjoy the water, and then other people will notice. Like you'll notice, and other people will notice. Hey, like that water thing. Are you still doing that water thing? Are you drinking that water? And then just share like information with people little at a time. Share videos or information little at a time. Just one step at a time. That's it.
Awesome, bro. I love it. I love it, bro. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night. Peter, I will talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to drive back down. I'm in San Bernardino right now, and we've got about an hour drive till we get home. So it was nice to stop here and chat with you for an hour, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, Lord willing.
Awesome. Awesome.
Uh,
Yeah, I look forward to that. Awesome. Thank you,
all
Omar.
right. All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye bye.
Night. Night.